Hello, this is Dylan, and welcome to the Cape Report for Friday, April 23rd. Here's today's hot lunch choice. Pulled pork on bun, parsley potatoes, and an apricot cup. Today is National Talk Like Shakespeare Day. On April 23rd each year, National Talk Like Shakespeare Day encourages us to speak like the bard and the characters in his plays.
Hello, my name is Sadie Andrews, and I'm the theater teacher at Cape Henlopen High School in Lewis, Delaware. This April, like every April, people all around the world come together to celebrate William Shakespeare and all of the amazing work that he did as a writer. Even 400 years later, we see Shakespeare plays continuing to be produced all across our country as well as the rest of the world. We hope you'll enjoy this video where staff and students have come together to present an excerpt or quote from each of Shakespeare's 38 plays, and also a couple of bonus sonnets. We hope you enjoy. Thanks, and happy Shakespeare Day.
I'll be as patient as a gentle stream, and make a pastime of each weary step, till the last step hath brought me to my love, and there I'll rest, as after much turmoil a blessed soul doth in Elysium.
Henry VI, Part 2, Act 3, Scene 2. For where thou art, there is the world itself, with every several pleasure in the world, and where thou art not, desolation.
Hi, my name is Maya Haldart, and today I will be performing Sonnet 116. Let me not, to the marriage of true minds, admit impediments. Love is not love, which alters when it alteration finds, or bends with the remover to remove.
Titus Andronicus, Act 5, Scene 1. I have done 1,000 dreadful things, as willingly as one would kill a fly. And nothing grieves me heartily indeed, but that I cannot do 10,000 more.
Act 2, Scene 2. Cowards die many times before their deaths. The valiant never taste of death but once.
Hamlet, Act 3, Scene 1. To be or not to be, that is the question. Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to stand guard against a sea of troubles, and, by opposing, end them.
To me, fair friend, you never can be old. For as you were when first your eye I eyed.
Our revels now are ended. These are actors, as I foretold you, were all spirits and have melted into air, into thin air. And like the baseless fabric of this vision, the cloud-capped towers, the gorgeous palaces, the solemn temples, the great globe itself, yea, all which it inherits shall dissolve. And like this insubstantial pageant faded, leave not a rack behind. We are such stuff as dreams are made on, and our little life is rounded with a sleep.
On March 7th, members of CAPE participated in the John Lewis Bridge Walk. Here is more about it.
A few months ago, we watched the documentary about John Lewis called Good Trouble. There were a group of teens who wanted to replicate the walk in Selma over the Indian River Bridge.
People in the school helped put it together, and it was to commemorate the life of John Lewis. So we walked the Indian River Inlet Bridge from one side to the other, then back up. And his whole idea was pretty much to give us a voice and talk about voter suppression and things like that. So we did that in memory of him.
Now to Hidden History with Aya and Amaya.
Good morning, folks. We're back with Multicultural Minute. It's Amaya Daisy.
And it's Aya Daisy.
And today on our Hidden History segment, we will be talking about Annelle Ponder.
Annelle Ponder directed the Citizenship Education Program in Mississippi for the Southern Christian Leadership Conference, or SCLC. Ponder was born in McDonough, Georgia, and graduated from Clark College with a bachelor's degree in elementary education. In 1955, she spent 2 years teaching and working as a librarian before earning a master's degree in social work from Atlanta University.
Ponder began working as a field supervisor for SCLC in 1962. She arrived in Greenwood, Mississippi in the spring of 1963 to help organize citizenship schools and quickly enlisted 12 volunteers to undergo teacher training. She was a regular in SNCC's bustling Greenwood office, standing out as a woman who was tall, beautiful, and totally committed.
Annelle Ponder was also unwavering in her commitment to nonviolence as a way of life. On June 9, 1963, Ponder and SNCC activists Miss Fannie Lou Hamer, Uvester Simpson, 16-year-old June Johnson, and others were returning from a citizenship school training session in North and South Carolina when they tried to eat at the segregated Trailways bus station in Winona, Mississippi. After police harassed the group, Ponder began taking down their license plates. They were arrested, taken to jail, and severely beaten.
The group remained in jail for 3 days. Mrs. Hamer suffered permanent damage from the attack, and Ponder's face was so swollen that she could barely speak. When an SNCC worker visited them in jail, Ponder managed to whisper one word: freedom. She emerged from jail, bruised nearly beyond recognition. When she walked by the sheriff and the deputy sheriff, Andrew Young heard her say, "Well, so long. Hope I'll see you again sometime." Her deep belief in nonviolence led her to conclude that those who beat her were not evil. They need training and rehabilitation.
Thank you for watching the Cape Report. Let us know about what is happening in your school life, and it might just be part of the show. Contact us at our Gmail account below.